49ers fans, here we are again. What did I tell you? What did I tell you guys, man? I'm like Nostradamus when it comes to this. When it comes to predicting what's going to happen with these teams. I told you guys, man, that your little rain on top, which was never real to me anyway, but this is what everybody was saying. All these talking heads everywhere on ESPN and FS1 and like I heard people saying that you had a generational team, just a historically great defense up there with the Ravens of 2000, 85 Bears, Tampa Bay 02, on and on and on. I heard Brock Purdy was Joe Montana-like. Joe Montana? And I heard 49er fans saying this. Do you understand that you cursed your own team? You disrespect your own legacy? If me, as a Philadelphia Eagle fan, had a guy like Joe Montana in my history, he would have a statue outside of Lincoln Financial Field, and he would never be disrespected. He would be on a level put somewhere that cannot be reached. We would not be saying 10, 20 years later that some other guys like him who ain't proved jack diddly squat in the NFL. So that's the problem with you young people, man. And then you older ones, you're not checking these dudes, man. You're not checking these dudes. You should never let nobody come along and say anybody is better than Joe Montana. I watched Joe, man. But that's what I'm saying. It's these tendencies in society now to disrespect what came before. This false narrative and this false belief that everything, humanity's constantly evolving and now players now are just better than they were before. They're not. They're not. Okay? Same thing these people talking about these Miami Dolphins, that they better than the greatest show on turf. Let me explain something to you. There is no offense in the current NFL right now that's on the level of the greatest show on turf. Kurt Warner, Holt, Bruce, Falk, Az Hakim, Orlando Pace. There is no offense like that right now. And the Eagles just showed you that. You get physical with these guys, which is the litmus test for football teams. Toughness. And you see what happened. They crack like an egg. Crack like eggs, man. And this is the thing I know about the 49ers. The difference between the 49ers and the Eagles is the Eagles are real tough. 49ers are fake tough. 49ers are fake tough. And we exposed you last year in the championship game. But you got the one little excuse, your quarterback got took out by my defense. But unfortunately, what happened is the thing that our defense did gave you an excuse to believe that it would be different had that not happened. Had you protected him, because you can't blame the Eagles, no. Had you protected him, you believe that something would have been different. But I'm telling you why it isn't. Eagles put up over 150 yards on the ground. I'm trying to figure out how having Brock Purdy is going to help you to stop the Eagles' running game. I'm trying to figure this out, bro. Who's running all over y'all? Exposing that you fake tough, and then your players want to fight. I saw that again last night. The Vikings, once the game was out of reach, that pick happened. Once that pick happened, what happened? Just like clockwork. 49er players start pushing and shoving. Want to fight now. Classless dudes, man. Classless dudes. And yo, I don't want to hear nothing about Debo and Trent Williams wasn't out there, bro. I don't want to hear that, man. You played against the Vikings without without Justin Jefferson, arguably the best wide receiver in the league. Do you know what the Eagles would have done to the Vikings if they didn't have Justin Jefferson, bro? Huh? I told you that your reign on the top was short like leprechauns, man. To quote the great Biggie Notorious Big Smalls. And it all came to pass. Actually, sooner than I expected. I thought next week against the Bengals was gonna be your judgment day. That's what I really thought, but it happened earlier than that. Because you don't have enough depth and you can't overcome losing any of those players that you have. Players that are just slightly above average anyway. Deebo Samuels is a running back. He's a running back who you got playing wide receiver. He ain't running routes, ain't got no route tree down. He's not creating separation from nobody without being schemed up. Overrated, bruh. If he do come back, I hope he's back by the time the Eagles play him. I want every single player out there because I know y'all character. Y'all got the type of character where you make a bunch of excuses for your team. You're probably going to say, you lost because Deebo wasn't there and all that. Come on, man. He was there against the Browns. Trent Williams was there against the Browns. What happens against the Browns? You went up against a real tough team. And that's what happens with the 49ers. Y'all got that fake physicality, that fake toughness that works against teams like Dallas, who want to be finesse and fast and side to sideline and all that, right? It works against, who else y'all play? All them bum teams y'all played. I can't even remember y'all schedule, man. But it works in y'all division. Y'all division ain't really a tough division. The last time there was anything tough in your division was the Legion of Boom, and they're gone. They traded them in for a different type team. So y'all fake physical. We exposed you last year. And then the Browns basically showed the world again that you fake tough. Players get hurt. Y'all don't know what to do. Quarterback get gimpy and scared. Getting PTSD from that Hassan Reddick hit. And then, mentally, you can't recover. You know what it also looked like? It looked like you're a bad road team. That's what it looked like. Bad road teams don't need to lose games. Because when the playoffs come, and that winter season come, and it get cold, it start being icy and snowy. Just imagine, championship game. You got to come through Philadelphia, PA. Little San Francisco. You know what San Francisco is known for real. But we're not going to get into all that, what the history of San Francisco as a city is. Right? Ain't nothing tough about that. We know that. We ain't gonna get into that because we're on YouTube. But I know that it's a nice, warm, beautiful sounding city, right? It's all about beauty and finesse and all of that. Huh. You know what Philadelphia is known for? Griminess. Underground drill music. I ain't gonna bring up Rockies, that's corny to me. But it's known for the gangrene defense. 92 Reggie White, Brian Dawkins, right? It's known for brick layers, stucco layers, steel, rumbling, Bernard Hopkins, Iran Barkley, right? That kind of stuff. Boots Ennis. That's what Philly known for. So when the pretty and the beautiful and all of that runs into real grime, the pretty and the beautiful flower get grounded up and turned into powder, turned into perfume. That's what happens when flowers run into grime. You create perfume. And that's what the 49ers are right now. Perfume. So, hope you enjoyed your little reign on the top. According to these so-called analysts who don't understand the ebb and flows of a game, of a season, and how the Eagles wasn't really, you know what I mean, worried about the beginning of the year like that. We just working out little kinks here and there, grabbing W's on the way. But right now, this is when you step it up. This is when you start getting into November. This is when you start getting into December. That's when the cream rises to the top. You know what I'm saying? So now we're going to see if Brock Purdy really is Joe Montana. I know what Joe would do. And some of you young Niner fans, I know you don't remember Joe, and that's a shame. But I know what he would do. This guy you got, come on, man. You saw him last night. You know what's crazy? That Minnesota defense, the same defense that kind of had the Eagles a little bit. Because they got a good defensive coordinator. He is Bill Belichick disciple. And I know people trying to disrespect Bill Belichick these days. All of them are clowns. All of them that are disrespecting Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick is still the best coach in the league. Do not get it twisted. He just don't have the horses. But that boy Brian Flores, he discipled him. He confused your quarterback, didn't he? Yeah. Take that first read away. Don't fall for the razzle dazzle. This way, that way, scheming bull crap. And now you got to execute, bruh. That's without tricking nobody. Now what? You saw what happened. 2 picks. Yeah. That's how that works. Listen, man. I did enough talking to y'all. But I told you was overrated back then. Back when you was winning, everybody saying you was number 1. I know the reality because I saw you. I saw you in your glory. Last year in Philly. I was out there, for real. I saw you.